So before this video begins today, I just found out the news of Muhammad Ali's passing, and upon hearing the news I just couldn't help but feel upset. And I'd be lying if I told you my eyes didn't water up. I didn't break out into tears or anything, but my eyes did water up, and I guess it's just a shock. And it's amazing how you can feel so emotionally connected to someone that you've never ever met in person before. Muhammad Ali has inspired me my entire life, and some of his quotes are on my iPhone, literally saved as the wallpaper 24/7. So I just wanted to take a second to remember Muhammad Ali, and this is really unrehearsed and everything. I'm just getting straight into the other video. Welcome to the Social Fitness Project. It's Hayden, and this topic today can be really beneficial, especially since the summer season's rapidly approaching us. It's pretty much here. So I've been speaking to a couple of clients, and one client in particular is doing great in terms of dieting, but she just wanted to know if there's any tips or tricks that can help her throughout the fat burning process. So there's a couple of tips and tricks that we spoke about that I've used over the years, and I felt the need to share it with all of you today because I just hope it can help you throughout your fat loss journey. These tips and tricks help me stay on track with my diet, and I'm constantly burning fat throughout the cutting phase. So obviously, to burn body fat, we need to expend more calories than we consume daily. But these tips and tricks can give you that little extra edge, and I'll get into how exactly that can happen. So number one is to supplement with something called psyllium husk. I'll have the name on the screen somewhere. Psyllium husk is a superfood, and I have to do an episode entirely dedicated to psyllium husk just because I find it amazing, and there's not enough immediate, concise information about it online. So I will do a video on that really soon. But I mean, for every 100 grams of psyllium husk, 70 grams is fiber content. But the really cool thing about psyllium husk in terms of dieting is that once we consume it, it expands in our bodies, so it can create a full feeling. Now, if I'm to consume a little bit of psyllium husk before, like 30 minutes before every meal, I'll already have a somewhat full feeling. So when I eat, even though I'm in a caloric deficit and eating less compared to usual, I immediately feel full. And having the psyllium husk 30 minutes prior to my meal fulfills that feeling where I feel completely satisfied with my food. So there's no way I'd ever feel like going and straying or deviating from my diet at that point. So psyllium husk is something I highly recommend. I would recommend having it 30 minutes before your meal. You can have it before every meal, or just your main meal in the evening. And that's a little tip and trick that really works well. I've been using for a long time. The second tip I'd like to share with you is to implement caffeine. Caffeine, studies have shown that it can actually increase metabolism by 3 to 11%, depending on the individual and how high your tolerance is for it. And it also depends on how much you take. So it can actually stimulate metabolism. And also, if we're in a caloric deficit, I'm sure you know that when we're dieting, our energy levels can suffer slightly, and we don't have the same energy and, momentum in our workouts and daily life. But caffeine can really provide that boost, since it has a lot of stimulating effects. So not only will it help you work out better and get more done on lower calories, but it can actually increase your metabolism by 3 to 11%. It always varies on each individual. It can actually stimulate the breakdown of fats in your body. So, for example, consuming coffee in the morning like I do with breakfast, it stimulates the central nervous system, and that will help mobilize fats, and it will break down fats. So caffeine is highly recommendable for a number of reasons. The final tip and trick that I want to give today is to make sure we're all drinking 6 to 8 liters of water a day. Now, a lot of the times our body can play tricks on us, telling us we're hungry when in fact we're just dehydrated and we need water. There's been a lot of studies all over the world that have shown that individuals can survive for a very long time without food. However, if water is removed, then the survival rate is much lower. So water is definitely more important than food in terms of survival. Like when there's no food, no water available, water is definitely the one to go for. But obviously we're not cutting to that extent. Our calories aren't that drastically low or anything, but it's definitely important to have 6 to 8 liters of water, and it will help us feel energized. It's a diuretic as well. The more water we drink, the less water we hold, so it can get rid of that bloated feeling, and we can also appear leaner and drier with less water in our body. So the more water we drink, the less water we're holding, the leaner we look. So that's definitely important too. An individual who might be drinking 1 liter a day might be feeling bloated, and the body is not getting enough water, so it decides to hold on to it, which is why some people can get bloated. But 6 to 8 liters, you'll have no problem. The other cool benefits are we'll feel hydrated and more energetic, more alive. Our workouts will be better. It can actually help endurance and strength. So not only can it provide benefit to our workouts, which will in turn lead to greater burning of calories, also it can help us feel full as well, similar to psyllium husk. Like I said before, our bodies can play tricks on us, telling us we're hungry when really we're just thirsty and we need water. So yeah, I hope these tips help you guys. I'm planning to do a lot of really beneficial, helpful topics for you. I'm also going to be doing more vlogging and keeping you updated with the journey as a whole, and I hope you guys are on track and you're enjoying your training and your nutrition and everything. And I guess that's it for now, but until next time, I'd like to wish you the very best in all of your fitness goals.